Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Real English Online, and today we're going to be discussing the environment, okay, and especially everything environmental words, all right, which are very common in all English exams at the minute because the environment is such a hot topic, and generally in life itself because there's lots of different types of energy and all sorts of things happening at the minute. It's a very exciting time. So let's have a look at the words we're going to cover in this video. Alright, so look at this lovely picture. Love your environment and be proud of it. And that's true, I really believe this. So, green and alternative energy, that's what buzzwords nowadays, everyone's talking about this, or sustainable energy. To harness energy, energy efficient devices, the greenhouse effect, global warming, and fossil fuels. Alright, so very common words if you're discussing the environment. So off we go. Let's have a look then at the first one. So green energy and alternative energy. So green energy is basically using energy sources that produce energy but don't produce as much pollution for the environment. For example, hydroelectric power, solar power, wind energy, tidal energy, things like this. These are greener energy sources anyway, alright? So as you can see from the picture here, there's some wind turbines, there's some solar panels and things like that. Alright? So energy sources that produce energy and cause less pollution, as I've said. Nowadays, many countries are developing green energy sources such as solar power, which is a good thing. Sustainable energy. Now this is kind of similar. Sustainable means that you can do something for a long time or keep doing it for a long time, and this is the problem we have at the minute on the planet. At the minute we still rely heavily on oil and coal, and these are fossil fuels. You use them once, they're gone. Alright, so there's not much of a future for them. Whereas sustainable energy is energy that you can keep using infinitely, forever and ever, like the sun. Alright, so I love this picture here. If you have a good look, you have half the planet which is green, using lots of sustainable energy or green energy, and you've got the bottom half which is very black and polluted and destroyed, and that's because they're using fossil fuels and perhaps energy sources that are not sustainable. Alright, this is just a diagram, by the way. It's not how the world is, obviously. Energy sources that will be able to be used for a long time or permanently, and we need to use more sustainable energy such as hydroelectric power. So if you're reading articles about the environment, you're going to see these words. Alright? Okay, so the next one, to harness energy. Very useful word. To harness energy simply just means to use it, alright? So we use wind turbines to harness energy from the wind. We use solar panels to harness energy from the sun, to collect, alright? Also, you'll see this word used some completely different. If you're riding a horse, it's like a bridle, it's a kind of harness, alright? But to harness is to use pretty much, alright? So to use or collect energy, as I've said here. Solar panels have photovoltaic cells which allow us to harness energy from the sun. Energy efficient devices. Now these are also buzzwords, especially to do with technology. Computers, light bulbs, and all sorts of things now are more energy efficient, which means they use less electricity than they used to. Okay, which is good for the environment, and it's also good for us because hopefully we should pay less money on our electricity bill. Alright, so you can see here there's a picture of a house and all the things that you can do to it to make it more energy efficient, and as you can see there are lots of things we can do now. Alright, so technology that uses less power. These days, most households use the energy-efficient light bulbs. They're not the classic round ones, but they're all the squiggly ones. Yeah, the energy-efficient. These new laptops are very energy-efficient, and they don't consume much energy. And that's why you have this, standby mode. So if you don't touch anything, it shuts down a little bit, uses less power. It's energy-efficient. the greenhouse effect. Now, we've all probably heard about this greenhouse effect or global warming, and that's basically the phenomenon of the Earth's temperature getting hotter and hotter. Some people nowadays, it's kind of controversial, believe there's no such thing and we're just going through a phase where the Earth's atmosphere get hotter. As you can see from the diagram here, the energy from the sun comes in, and because of all the pollution around the Earth, it can't escape. So what happens is it gets trapped and the Earth's atmosphere heats up. Alright? So the phenomenon that causes the Earth's atmosphere to get warmer and warmer. And that's why it's called global warming as well. Pollution from factories and cars causes the greenhouse effect. Alright, and also CFCs from sprays in the old days, things like that. Fossil fuels. Now I already mentioned these. Okay, fossil fuels are not sustainable. They're things that you use them once and they're gone. Alright, so they're not very good. As you can see here, this is one of the main ones. Okay, they're bringing up petroleum here, an oil refinery. Yeah, so you use petroleum or petrol once, it's gone. So fossil fuels are a bad thing. So coal, petrol and oil are all fossil fuels. We burn fossil fuels to produce electricity, which causes a great deal of pollution. Yeah? Alright, so as usual, here comes your little quiz. Alright, so here are the pictures and I would like you to match these words to the pictures. Alright, so look out for part 2 of this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. That's all for now. Bye guys.